Leads me the left. I get it straight in the neck. Somehow expecting one less. The court of justice. No use for truth. Lawyer. Liar. Lawyer. Liar. Pleading squeal. And you think it won. But sorry. To you in the end. And as sure as my words are pure, I praise the day and wings you paid. Shoe sleeves, obsessed with sleeves, frantic for fame, they're all in the game. They just use a different name. You lie, by JP, senile and vile. You plead and squeal, and you think you won, but sorry. To you in the end. And as sure as my words are pure, I praise the day that brings you pain. So don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. And man mistakes once, as timeless man. So don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes.
God.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Vamos ver se tem mais algum vagabundo aí pra me ajudar. Essa hora do dia só quem é sustentado pelo pai e está afastado da firma. Opa! Aí sim.
Descendant, I'll operate the furnace and start the inversion furnace sequence. Follow the directions laid out in your receipt when you get to the furnace. The Vulgus forces will come after you, but there's no time to lose. You must move quickly.
Guide, I've heard that the inversion process releases an enormous amount of energy. Can you guarantee that the units that enter will be safe without my barrier?
If we can escape while the Ironheart is still in the inversion furnace, the Descendants will not be exposed to the energy. Our biggest problem is the Vulgus commander leading the fortress defense. If they appear, they will delay everything. lowering our chance of success.
Leave that to us. I'll blow them up no matter how strong they are.
They're operating the furnace. Do they know about the inversion furnace? They must believe they can destroy the fortress by overloading it. How futile. Place the partition once I resupply, I will hunt them down myself.
The Vulgus are stalling. We can open the partition by disconnecting the power.
I have nothing to fear.
Fortunately, they are unaware of our true goal. They believe that we are only here to destroy the fortress.
However, if Jaber's jamming signal is disrupted, they will discover everything. We must complete the operation before that happens.
Have communications with Master Corel not been restored yet? There's no response from Agios either. However, Master Corel doesn't need to know why the scum are headed to the inversion furnace. A dead descendant says nothing. Send our forces to the Ironheart Lab. We will fight to defend themselves. This is your opportunity to distinguish yourself in battle. Eliminate the vermin. Do you Igris is ours. Not bad. All forces, destroy the inversion furnaces before. I don't want to meddle with Master.
I cannot continue the inversion process. We must stop them. Descendant, I've located the core facility necessary to activate the furnace. I've tried to gain control of it, then we can ensure that the conversion operation remains viable.
Guide, have you stopped the enemy from destroying the system?
I have accessed the core facility and I am installing the system. The automation system has been damaged by the enemy. In order to finish the conversion process, I must operate the furnace system manually.
Wait, that means...
Someone has to be left behind in the furnace.
I'm coming now.
I guess you're not thinking straight. We can't hold the defense line without you. If it falls, we'll all die.
Damn it.
Descendant.
Watch your feet.
Descendant. I understand. I inform everyone that we will proceed with the operation.
What do you mean? You're going ahead with the operation?
She has a point. We've come too far to give up. We have to protect the defense line. If we fall here, it'll be all over for the guys at the furnace.
We'll really have to steel ourselves for this.
That is the inversion furnace. When you are ready, I'll remove the Ironheart from the arcade. I will be with you until the end, Descendant. Inversion sequence activated. Initiating Ironheart overload. Descendant. As we overload and destroy the Ironheart, you will experience enormous strength in the area around the furnace. It seems this energy is very similar to void erosion. Getting close to it can be dangerous. But you can I need a Descendant's arcade to control the furnace system.
Have an inverted iron heart. Stop the inversion furnace. Master Corral must be informed. Restore communications immediately.
The heart is grounded. It's getting more intense. Void erosion is also increasing. Be careful.
The defense line is collapsing. More Morgan's forces are heading to the furnace. We don't have to worry about over there. We have to step it up.
Iron mass reduction. 60%. Descendant. Watch out for the fallen fragment.
Are they trying to destroy it? So that's what they were intending all along. Not on my
Damn it! The defense commander has broken through the line. Heading your way!
I need helping hands.
Go help. Furnace.
I was made for this place, wasn't I? Corral Department. I will go to this.
zone of the inversion furnace. We cannot proceed over the sequence until we remove this final safety measure. Defeat the locust and deactivate this final safety measure.
Ah, puta, é que arrombado.
Out of my way! Yes, I'll get up! Get her.
Descendant. Destroy the Ironheart.
Peraí, caralho, tem loot pra pegar ainda, não trouxe essa porra toda ainda não.
Location been confirmed. I cannot detect the energy of the Iron Heart in the fortress. Corel, it appears that the Iron Heart has been destroyed. Turn the ship around. We'll put it back.
The Vulgus fleet is retreating. I repeat, the Vulgus fleet is retreating.
Commander, what's the situation?
We've confirmed there has been a massive explosion at a critical fortress. The Iron Heart appears to be destroyed. But I can't locate the Descendant signal. Descendant, please respond. Descendant! Descendant, can you hear me? The Iron Heart has been destroyed. Thank you for believing in me. Now no one can alter the balance of Ingress. However, Ingress still needs you.
Arcade signal detected in the Void Dimension. This signature is... It is the Descendant's arcade.
Seneca, confirm the coordinates. Engaging emergency transmitter. Initiating transmission. Descendant life sign detected. I repeat, Descendant life sign detected. Ironheart destruction confirmed. The operation is a success.
Wow! We won!
I knew we'd be able to do it.
This is definitely one for the books. It'll be perfect for history lectures.
The Vulgus are retreating here too! I really thought we were goners for a minute.
It's a shame that the Ironheart we used as bait couldn't be saved.
Hey, we survived. That's more than enough.
Were the Commander's explanations confusing again? Thank heavens, Descendant. You're okay. I thought we had lost you. Your chance of survival was close to 0%. I think the destruction of the Ironheart forced a connection to the Void. That's why you were sucked into void space. Anyway, I'm very relieved that I'm able to personally deliver this incredible news to you. The operation to destroy the Ironheart was a success. The Vulgus forces at each front are retreating. The fact that they've ceased attacking suggests that Corel must have lost a significant strategic target. After being outmatched at every turn, humankind has finally turned the tide in this war. I'm compiling all operation reports, including for the situation at the White Knight Gulch. All descendants that were dispatched there are reported to be fine. Alpha will explain in more detail. Please return to HQ. Oh, just a moment. Speaking as myself, and not as an executive officer of HQ, I'd like to personally thank every descendant.
Também tem que agradecer a molecada,
Especially
porque eu não sabia nem que tinha que entrar
You
na fita do
destroyed the
maluco lá.
Ironheart and prevented an unimaginable crisis. We're all in your debt. Thank you, Descendant, for everything.
Standing by for Operation Debrief. Descendants who have returned to Albion. Report to HQ.
Good job, Eugen.
You too, Captain. Blair, you'll cook something for us when we get back, won't you?
Of course! We're gonna empty the food stores.
Feel a chill? The Vulgus can't see me. Why? Because I exist in their blind spot.
Entendi.
The Vulgus can't see me. Why? Because I exist in their blind spot.
Are you ready to be shocked?
Acabei de fazer o bagulho e já tinha esquecido como é que faz. Puta que pariu.
Are you ready to be shocked?
Do as I say. If you want to live. Do as I say. If you want to live. The Vulgus can't see me. Why? Because I exist in their blind spot.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
Welcome, Descendant.
Simulation data set. Good luck, number 0.
This time I'll win, no matter what.
Destroy the living. Collect knowledge.
Sharon, you've proved my theory. How does it feel to defeat a unit that has given you so much trouble? It felt like my enhanced arcade definitely allowed me to use my strength to the fullest. It's clear that growing my arcade makes me stronger.
Your results were excellent, but you also demonstrated some flaws. As you've become stronger, you also need to upgrade your body prosthetic.
É tudo puta! Ai, caralho. Tá, botar mente do homem no corpo de mulher. Olha a outra aqui.
I have no intention of getting in your way. These results were unexpected. I felt aggravated that Inez's theory was right, and excited by how much you have developed. Two conflicting emotions warring within me. An arcade drive body prosthetic that uses arcade as its power source will inevitably be affected by the condition of the Descendant's arcade. I agree with the results that your enhanced arcade increased the efficiency of your body prosthetic. But I wonder, should that be your only goal? Should you not strive to become a stronger Sharon, not to merely have stronger arcade? You are a Descendant with a full body prosthetic. You're a unique case. Compared to Descendants who build their arcade abilities by pushing their physical bodies, you have clear limits to your growth, unless we further develop your body prosthetic. I want to build you a high-performance body prosthetic that matches your development. I want you to aspire to greater heights of performance. But if you're satisfied with the results of today's mock battle, I won't hold forth on the matter any further. Your body prosthetic is the reason you can still be the commander of Colon, even though you've lost your limbs. The reason you have superior mobility in every battle. I hope you realize this.
Xanax isn't wrong. Even if my arcade keeps improving, if my body prosthetic can't keep up, it'll be useless. I'm sure he has his own motives for upgrading me, but I am a machine. I don't know if I have the right to say no.
Number 0, I apologize for the urgency of this call. I have something to report. Can you spare a moment?
I was thinking of looking into repairs, but understood. I'll be right there.
Number 17, colon special. It feels like something's troubling you, number 0.
Excuse me?
I've worked with you for a long time. I can tell how you're feeling through changes in the tone of your voice and the look on your face. You look the same now as you did when you were handling the Room 0 incident.
What are you getting at?
In the aftermath of the Room 0 incident, you were dealing with confusion, shock, and sadness. You were tormented by problems you couldn't solve. But you told yourself you could not allow your emotions to get the better of you, and you remained Commander, number 0. Because if you faltered, all of Colon would falter. I realize that your recent interactions with Counselor Kusenix have unsettled you. However, you are the commander of Colon, number 0. I hope you don't pay attention to the whispers of outsiders. To me, you are not a machine, nor a descendant. You are my superior officer and the commander of Colon. Your strength doesn't come from your body prosthetic or your arche. Body prosthetics and arche are only tools. Even before you had them, you rose to the rank of commander because of your outstanding abilities and judgment. That is who you are, number 0. Please, do not hesitate any longer. If someone throws a rock to create ripples, you need to calm the water. I will act as your adjutant if it will help with this. I apologize if my behavior has crossed a line. I will gladly accept any punishment you deem necessary.
I'm not going to punish you. I should be thanking you. I'm a little shocked that you could tell I was shaken.
I'm sure you couldn't help it. It's extremely rare for a counselor to get directly involved. But there's no need for us to be affected by their actions. We have our duties to attend to. Now for the report. We have received intel on data hidden inside the Vulgus classified area in the sterile land. I believe we need to urgently investigate and gather more information. We await your orders.
All right. Time for some actual fieldwork. We'll begin by gathering more information based on what we already know. We need to track down all of the important data and see if there is a connection to the Vulgus assassination unit. If there is a connection, it may help me get revenge.
We've previously confirmed that there are several data processing facilities in the Vulgus classified area in the sterile land. I'll check if there are any ambushes planned and if we're able to collect those documents.
Good. Report back to me immediately if anything occurs.
Number 17, Colon Special Forces, at your service. I'm glad you're here, number 0. Thankfully, not all of the data processing facilities have been destroyed. We couldn't gather all the information during the previous operation because we had to track down the Ironheart. But I think we'll be able to do it now.
I'll investigate the area. There's some overlap with suspicious locations from the previous infiltration mission. I'll cover the new areas. Number 17, you search the remainder.
Affirmative. Let's reconvene after we have more information.
Tracking coordinates. Tracking system activated. Switching to infiltration mode. En route to the nearest data processing facility.
The Vulgus can't see me. Why? Because I exist in their blind spot.
Wanna feel a chill?
Descendant, number 17 here. I'll be assisting you on this operation. Good luck. Enemy structure operational. Initiating full-scale blocking operation. High-level enemy identified. Designating as top priority target. Please eliminate. Multiple Vulgus forces detected. Recommend elimination of all their defensive forces. target and stand by for next transmission.
The Volga.
Pausa para um café. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
research data from the bipedal walking unit's mobility enhancement project. Huh. It's been divided and encrypted separately. What a pain in the ass. There are 5 coordinates where the data may be located, all inside the production area. I'll have to hurry if I'm gonna find it.
Number 0, I've uncovered an encrypted Vulgus troop production plan in the information I found. I'm decrypting it, but that will take time. Given how urgently we need it, should I ask Eckert to decrypt it?
No. Asking Eckert would require radio transmissions, which might reveal our location. Send it through to my Asive. I'll decrypt it myself. Access code overclock. Code 0 activated. Initiating decryption. Production records 25% analyzed. Accessed user records 80% analyzed. Test records 64% analyzed.
Wait, number 0. That function is...
Do you have something to tell me? Number 0. You said you would refrain from using overclock code 0. As efficient as that code is, it puts pressure on your cerebral functions. You've experienced memory lapses as a direct result of it, correct? The last time you used it, you lost the memory of one of your body prosthetic scans.
That's not a reason not to use it in a situation like this. We're on a mission. Have you forgotten that the mission comes first for Colon, no matter the circumstances?
I apologize, but I am concerned for you. As your adjutant, I think I should be.
I appreciate your concern, number 17, but again, we are on a mission. And as my adjutant, you should know better than anyone what this mission in particular means to me. I promise to not use the code going forward, which means I won't forget this conversation.
Understood.
The data we analyzed made it clear that they were working on a project that is similar to the production of Alzarok. But it says the completed unit was inexplicably lost during transport to the Agna Desert. This part seems dubious. There are no updates to the report following that entry, so I'll need to go there and investigate. Whatever happened, we need to move faster than they do.
Right up until it was deactivated, I could detect Ironheart pulses. I'll attempt to trace that location.
What are you doing here, Kasanax?
That is an unduly harsh reaction, Sharon. There is no need to be so hostile towards me. I know what you came here to find. But first, let me make this very clear. I have no intention of interfering with your mission. On the contrary, I wish to help. I believe you came here in search of a unit that the Vulgus lost in transit. It may have slipped your mind because our paths have crossed more frequently in recent times, but I am a counselor of the Council of Magisters. If I so wished, I could access all of HQ's communications records. Have you also forgotten that we designed the Sieve links for the Descendants? Well, anyway, your findings piqued my interest, and the location also happened to be the Agna Desert. The Agna Desert. How could I forget this place? The Agna Desert was one of the regions we Magisters chose when we fled from the Vulgus, and I was one of those who fled here. I memorized much of the terrain of this land back then, in order to carry out our plans unseen by enemy eyes. The hideouts we used are still there. However, you will not be able to find them, even with your spatial tracking device. That is why I have personally come to help you. It would not hurt for us to work together. What do you say?
I have more than a few doubts. But it's not a good idea to antagonize Kasanax right now. The smart thing to do would be to find out why he wants to help me.
Why don't you give me the benefit of the doubt? If we continue to waste time like this, the Vulgus might get to their mislaid unit first. Don't you agree?
I'll go alone, with you guiding me.
You have exhausted your body prosthetic. Your neural circuits are close to being overloaded. I can numb your pain receptors for now, if you wish, but...
No, I don't want that. I need to keep my neural activation levels high, and the pain keeps my senses sharp. Besides, if you numb my sense of pain, I won't be able to imagine the pain I'm going to inflict on those who made me what I am.
So very determined. As you wish. I will transmit the coordinates to your Asive channel. As you know, I am one of the Vulgus' key targets. This means I am not permitted to roam as freely as I would like, so I will be returning to Albion. You will find the information you seek at the coordinates.
Reloading.
The director of the Prowler project was... Xanax.
From your coordinates, I assume you must have located the information. Once you've composed yourself, return to me. I will tell you everything. Why I led you there. Why I allowed you to unearth that information.
Это парень существует. Щит идет. Yani.
The Vulgus can't see me. Why? Because I exist in their blind spot.
Eita porra, tem descendente pra caralho ainda.
Target confirmed.
Ah, porra!
Target confirmed. Ready to fire.
I have no intention of getting in your way. Do not glare at me with such murderous intent. I said I would tell you everything.
So quit stalling and tell me, why is your name on the Prowler project? You were the director? Why did you keep this from me all this time?
The Prowler project was one that I ran while I was with the Vulgus. Through it, I was able to make great progress with research into body prosthetic technology. I eventually succeeded in constructing the Prowler. But the Prowler I created killed elite members of Colon, and left you, their commander, in a terrible state. If you were in my place, could you have revealed this awful truth? Driven by guilt and a need to atone, I built you a state-of-the-art prosthetic body, using the expertise I gained from developing the Prowler. Once your body was ready, I applied the arcade drive technology. Thankfully, it has kept you alive up to this point. This fact remains, even if you resent me for everything that you uncover. Do not be angry, Sharon. I never meant to deceive you.
How could you? Xanax, if you truly felt sorry, you should have helped me get my revenge sooner. You thought these prosthetic implants could atone for what you did to me and my men? Are you kidding me?
Of course not. Which is why I came to you for true redemption. Sharon, I will serve as bait to lure out the Prowler.
What?
As you know, the Magisters are high priority targets for the Vulgus, and I am at the very top of that elimination list. I am an authority on several body prosthetic technologies, including the Prowler project. As long as I live, the Legion of Immortality runs the risk of being fully analyzed. As soon as I am seen on the battlefield, the Vulgus Legions will send every assassin unit they have at their disposal, including the Prowler, to eliminate me.
So you're willing to die for me now?
I am sorry, but no. I do not intend to surrender that easily. I have been working on a code that can control the body prosthetics of the Legion of Immortality. I'm at the stage where I can complete the code, if I have some key data and the source technology. If this control code can be used to neutralize the Prowler sent to assassinate me, you will have your revenge. I will have atoned, and humanity will have the technology to control the Legion of Immortality. Everyone will get what they want.
I don't need some stupid code to take down that bastard. I need to get started with the operation right away.
Calm yourself, Sharon. Do you truly think the Prowler has not received a single upgrade since I left? Assuredly not. Now that Eamon has integrated the Magister's technology, the Prowler will have become stronger, similar to you. If you rush out there without considering your options, you will only end up losing precious bait, namely me. If you truly wish to carry out your revenge, Sharon, help me. I have always offered you the most efficient course of action. Working with me is the surest way to have your vengeance.
I don't know if it's the most appropriate time to tell you, Sharon, but I've finished analyzing the data I received from number 17. It isn't something I want to discuss over the radio. Please come to the Research Institute.
The data that number 17 requested to be analyzed and the data that you accessed on the Prowler project revealed a significant discrepancy in what we know of the performance of the Prowler. The Vulgus units in your battle simulations were based on the estimated specs of the Prowler that attacked you. But this data shows that the Prowler's power and mobility have improved substantially since that time.
Before we get into that, Anais, let me ask you something. Did you know about any of this? Or did you already know about all of it?
I'm merely a member of the artisan class. I have no knowledge of the actions of the Council or the Councilors. Aside from that, humans already had arcade drive technology when I joined, and research was already being done on body prosthetics. The technology was enabled by Arcade and, similarly, was recorded in internal files as being an ancestor technology. I had no idea. I can't stomach the fact that my body was developed using the same technology as the bastard that made me like this. The RK drive is nothing more than a tool. You are not the same as the Prowler. You are Sharon Julessia. You are human, a descendant, and the Colon Commander. Machines cannot develop, but humans can. Don't forget the days of pain you had to endure in order to grow. But I can't beat the Prowler in my current state. I need to upgrade my body prosthetic to carry out my revenge. My body prosthetic is only a tool. I'm just upgrading a tool to make revenge possible.
Number 0. Casenex has sent a message regarding the Legion of Immortality's control device.
I'll be right there.
Please be as brief as possible. You're here. This is what Casenex has sent us. As you know, when the Magisters came over to the side of humanity, they tried to steal as much advanced material and technology as possible to take with them, but they were thwarted by the Vulgus who pursued them. So they created encrypted vaults and stored the materials and technology inside, then hid those vaults all over Ingress. As Casenex was one of those Magisters, he did the same. Casenex hid the core materials necessary for the development of the Legion of Immortality control device in an encrypted vault. He insisted that we retrieve them. The zone Casenex chose to hide them in is Hagios. Given the vastness of Hagios, the vault is not going to be easy to find.
There's nothing easy about this operation. Don't worry, we'll find it.
It's a shame that these encrypted vaults can only be opened by a Descendant. I'm sorry that I can't be of more help.
Don't sweat it. Encrypted vaults are classified. They're designed to be detected only within a sieve.
Understood. Please contact me immediately if you need any help.
The Vulgus can't see me. The Vulgus can...
When I first heard of the beings called the Ancestors, I thought everyone was trying to trick me. That there was once a race of ancient humans who possessed technology far superior to that of our current age. Not a chance. However, once I noticed that not a single one of the Magisters was smiling, I realized there was a forgotten civilization. Inhabitants of a time during which humanity had reached unimaginable levels of development. The Magisters provided several articles of evidence. The massive underground ruins, the titanic sphere floating in the sky, and a hollow large enough to swallow a mountain. It was just as the Magisters had described. The world was full of mysteries that we could not yet explain. Of these, the most inexplicable one is the old mystery in Hagios. This structure, which has been referred to simply as the Old Mystery since ancient times, was said to be a structure of the Ancestors. Hearing that was more than enough explanation. Mysteries that cannot be understood by humanity were crafted by their hands. Nothing could be more magnificent. We must explore their ruins and discover their secrets as soon as possible. What were they thinking when they created these mysteries? And what other secrets did they bury?
If only I was able to attack. I would not have allowed them to get this far. However, for all of you, this is your opportunity to earn new body prosthetics and persona.
Thank you for all your hard work, Descendant. Now let's find a way to reactivate the phase shift gate.
You must have found what I stashed away. I will be so glad to have them back.
Edu, escolha uma pedrada só.
Please proceed to the Colossus guided capture zone.
Teaming up with me is the surest way to achieve your... Finally! Thank you for recovering these, Sharon. Now I can design the Legion of Immortality control code. All that's left to obtain is the Vulgus network source technology, in order to disseminate the code. However, this will be a completely different level of difficulty compared with locating the encrypted vault. This technology is one of the most heavily guarded and classified pieces of information that the Vulgus have. The most likely place for this technology to be stored currently is the Fortress, the headquarters of the Vulgus. If an opening presents itself for us to infiltrate the Fortress, we can use it to acquire the source technology. It will not be easy, clearly, but for you to have your revenge on the Prowler, we need that technology.
Don't worry, we'll get it, one way or another. But you better be sure about this, Xanax. I've staked everything on getting revenge. There's no turning back from this now.
Ha! I have no intention of turning back either, Sharon. We will see this through to the end.
Agora eu fico meio confuso, hein?
success of this operation will lead us to victory. Good job, everyone. No. Good job doesn't do it justice. The future of the entire human race depended on this operation. And humankind came together to pull it off. Now, Corel and the Vulgus are retreating. Corel discovered that we had taken the inverted Ironheart and tried to come after us. But he was too late. By then, the heart had already been destroyed. We've achieved this major victory due to your actions, Descendant. I'm very glad that we have all of you and the guide still with us. However, Corel took the Ironheart we used as bait and disappeared without a trace.
All clear.
We're currently using all of our recon assets to search for Corel's flagship, but we do not know what the outcome will be. We have to remember that this war is not over yet. Corel still has 2 Ironhearts. He's probably plotting something even more dangerous as we speak. And there are still Vulgus forces across Ingress. Without a chain of command, they'll be running riot. For now, we're going to focus on our defense at each front and commence an operation to track down Corel's ship and the Ironhearts. Savor this triumph, everyone. Then let's regroup and keep going. From this moment forward, we aim for total victory. I look forward to working together again soon, Descendant.
You have completed one of the sacred missions of the Ancestors, Descendant. I'm so proud of you. However, there is something I must tell you regarding the destruction of the remaining Ironhearts. Come, Descendant.
Agora deu nó no bagulho aqui, cara.
Many people were willing to sacrifice their lives for the final operation. But your courage was exceptional. You risked your own life and destroyed the Ironheart in my place, even though I am merely an AI. If it weren't for you, humankind would no longer be here. But Descendant, there is something I need you to know for the future. As you know, the Magisters wanted the Ironhearts in exchange for the resources and technology that the Magisters provide for humankind. Because we destroyed an Ironheart, the Magisters may threaten humanity due to the breach of that agreement. There may be conflicts with the Magisters in the future, and they may even be less forthcoming with their support. But don't forget, every single one of the Ironhearts must be eliminated from Ingress. As long as you remember that, we can withstand anything that comes. Continue to fulfill your calling as a Descendant and protect the people you love. I will help humanity. I believe in you, Descendant. Your journey is not over yet.
Descendant, I am so glad you're still alive. The hero that saved humankind. I have a favor to request of you. Have you completed preparations? When I located your arcade signal in the void, I was very relieved. Losing a descendant such as yourself is like experiencing the apocalypse all over again. I am very pleased to see you again, Descendant. However, the energy generated from the destruction of the Ironheart has sent ripples through the deepest recesses of the void. Unfortunately, this means we're likely to encounter colossi of a completely different standard in the future. However, I still agree with the decision to destroy the Ironhearts. If all the Ironhearts are completely destroyed, the colossi would become oblivious to the Ingress dimension. As closing the dimensional wall is pointless now, the Ironhearts must be removed from Ingress. With the destruction of an Ironheart, it's clear we'll face stronger colossi. But the night is darkest just before the dawn. If we can journey through this dark tunnel together, the future of Ingress will be bright. Until that day comes, I hope you will continue to work with me and fight the colossi intercept battles. As always, I put my faith in your strength and determination, Descendant.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need a descendant. I have heard that humankind has triumphed against Corel. Humans have won many battles over the years, but they continue to lose the war. Until now. This victory has helped to completely alter my perspective on humanity and descendants. Although you did all destroy the Ironheart, the Council of Magisters won't easily forget the choice made by Albion headquarters. And considering that Magisters are of Vulgus origin, the enemy may be closer than you think. But that's only the stance of the Council of Magisters. Some of the Magisters, myself included, will still root for humanity. I want you to remember that I will continue to stand with you all, despite whatever policy is decreed by the Council. It seems as if you'll need many things from me going forward. Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Good to meet you. I'm Kusenax, a Magister-affiliated...
Humans destroyed an iron heart. I cannot believe my eyes. I really cannot believe it. How could they manage this? Do they know what they have done? The fate of the Magisters...
HQ and the Descendants did what they had to do. What was best. Alpha made the decision to protect Albion and Ingress. I know that the Magisters have different opinions when it comes to the Ironhearts. But don't we have something more important to do right now, Kusenax? Now would be a good time to recover the source technology from inside the fortress. It's time for you to play your part.
Yes, you are right. As a Magister, I must play my part for the future of my species. I will tell you where the technology is likely to be stored. Search there and bring me what we need.
The location seems to be underground.
Judging by the look of the base, they were likely trying to smuggle the classified data out of the fortress to safety. If this is the case, you should check the underground air raid shelter. It may be more dangerous than the areas above ground.
Ou seja, eu não vou conseguir pegar essa porra, né?
The Vulgus.
I was not wrong. They were in a hurry and did not manage to split the technical data as much as they wanted. It is likely that they intended to transport the other half of the data through the underground evacuation tunnel. I have traced the location where the data you acquired was stored. It appears to be not far from the heart of the fortress. The data that they sent the furthest away was what you have just acquired, so the remainder should be somewhere near the heart. Investigate the evacuation and data storage facilities around the heart of the fortress. Once we locate the other half of the data, it is only a matter of time before you and I both achieve our goals.
Harika kadınlar. Harika oyun.
Die.
exhilarating, isn't it?
Xanax, I have the remaining technical data. I'll join you at your location.
Excellent news. I'll be waiting for you at the Aurora Forest Forward Base.
Mas que pariu. Cabeça da porra.
Teaming up with me is the surest way to achieve your... Alright. Add the remaining data here. Perfect. I can now complete the Legion of Immortality control code. But Sharon, there is something I must ask you. Are you truly ready for this? As you said, there is no turning back. No one can stop the motion of the cogs once they start to turn.
I've been waiting for this moment. I'm ready.
Very well. Then I will see you back in Albion. I need time to integrate the technology you have secured and to prepare for the final act.
Meus ultimate ainda com isso.
I have no intention of getting in your way. I have finally completed the Legion of Immortality control code. This will protect me when I act as bait to lure out the Prowler, and as it will be unable to resist, you will destroy it. How long have I had to wait for this? But now the rewards are within reach. I will make this all worth it, Sharon.
Everything's going according to plan? You know I've been waiting for this moment. I've prepared an escape route for you after you do your bit as bait. If something goes wrong, you'll also be in danger.
Do you think I do not know that I could die if this plan fails? My life depends on you also playing your part. Listen carefully. To be effective, the Legion of Immortality control code must be uploaded at a terminal linked to the Vulgus network. The best place to install the code is the Unknown Laboratory, located in the Sterile Land. It is the central hub of the Vulgus network, which means we can disseminate the control code throughout the network. But this also means the Prowler will easily register my signal. You'll need to infiltrate the location quickly and upload the control code before the Prowler takes me out of play.
Are you sure the Prowler will show up? There are just too many variables, even if you are their priority target.
Trust me, Sharon. The Prowler will be there. I guarantee it. Just focus on the infiltration. Even without the Prowler, the unknown laboratory is heavily guarded. It will not be an easy fight. Let me know when you are ready.
The time has finally come for you to take revenge. I will remain on standby near the sterile land just in case. Good luck, Number 0.
Thank you, Number 17. I'll return with news of my success. Over.
Number 0, please be careful. We have identified self-destruct units that exceed the standard power output that we calculated inside the lab. Use active camouflage to conceal yourself and avoid engagement. Even using our most conservative estimates, the units are too powerful to withstand, unless you have a blast-proof suit like SNR.
Well, looks like they've changed their anti-infiltration tactics. Thanks for the info, Number 17.
Sharon, do you really believe we can make it to the network hub?
Of course we can. I've infiltrated this place many times. Don't worry about me, worry about yourself. If our target shows up before the control code is uploaded, you know what happens next, right?
We really are approaching the end. I am counting on you, Sharon.
Activating stealth. Entering stealth state.
Number 0, I picked up a brief response of a unit with Kuiper material of the same type as yours. There is a high probability it is the Prowler.
So it did show up, and sooner than expected. I better hurry and upload the code.
Something's not right. The Prowler responded too quickly, didn't it?
I guess it has a very valuable target to them. Next stage.
I suppose we will find out.
Senax, we'll be arriving at the Vulgus network hub shortly. I need to know what to do after the control code is uploaded.
As soon as the code has finished uploading, all Legion of Immortality units in this facility will be under my control. However, high-ranking Prowler-type units have built-in protections against technological warfare. It will take some time for the code to activate. The Prowler will probably attempt to escape in the meantime.
And that's my window to take it down. Got it. What was that? My body won't move.
Sharon, what's going on? Your receive signal is getting weaker. Sharon!
The Legion of Immortality control code is being activated. It is time to retrieve you, Sharon. I told you, didn't I? and the Prowler share the same technological link. This means you must also respond to control code. Ultimately, the Prowler project was to turn our disciples. My predecessors left no safeguards in place when they awakened the humanity. As if they had forgotten how they were treated after giving Corell the Vulgus' ultimate power. I did not want history to some of my species. We needed to have soldiers we could control. Powerful puppets which would follow our orders, gather information, and take over leadership in times of emergency. And you were the perfect test subject, Sharon Julicia. After the time spent having my imperfect Prowler attack Descendant candidates, and then implanting the arcade drive into their bodies, I was able to create you at last.
Xanax! You bastard!
In a few moments, you will become a puppet that responds to my commands. Stay where you are and be patient, my Sharon.
Oh, damn you, Xanax! I'll kill you if it's the last thing I do.
I will miss our chance.
You target capture. System failure. Destroy the living. Collect number one. Now. Destroy the living. Collect technology.
Shields are down.
special human child. What do you need? If it's new research, I'm listening.
The Vulgus can't see me. Why? Because I exist in their blind spot.
Wanna feel a chill?